Time never creates reality. Identity does. The moment you become it internally, existence loses the power to keep it from you. Most people spend their entire lives waiting. Waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for signs, waiting for reality to finally change so they can become confident, powerful, loved, wealthy, or fulfilled. But what if reality was never the thing leading the transformation? What if your outer world has always been responding to something much deeper? See, the world does not simply react to your actions. It reacts to the identity you carry within yourself, not the identity you pretend to have in front of people. Not the version you post online, but the silent self-concept you repeat internally every single day. That hidden identity becomes your frequency. And your frequency becomes the lens through which reality organizes itself around you. This is why two people can take the exact same action yet receive completely different outcomes. One walks into a room already feeling chosen by life. The other walks in secretly feeling invisible. One speaks from certainty. The other speaks from fear, and somehow, without words, reality responds differently to both. Because existence mirrors identity before it mirrors effort, most people try to force reality from the outside. They chase harder, work harder, beg harder, control harder, but internally, they still identify as the version of themselves who lacks the thing they desire. So no matter what they do physically, they remain energetically anchored to absence. That is why their reality repeats itself like an endless loop, the same disappointments, the same emotional patterns, the same limitations, because identity is the invisible script reality keeps obeying. And here is where it becomes powerful. The moment your identity shifts internally, reality begins reorganizing itself in ways you cannot immediately explain. New opportunities appear, unexpected. Conversations happen. People start responding differently to you. Your intuition sharpens. Your energy changes, not because magic suddenly arrived, but because you stopped feeding existence the old version of yourself. You must understand this deeply. Reality can only keep you trapped as long as you continue emotionally agreeing with the old identity, the old story, the old pain, the old limitations, the old version of yourself that constantly says, "I'm not there yet. I need more time. Maybe one day," but existence responds to embodiment, not wishing. The person who already feels internally aligned with abundance moves differently, speaks differently, chooses differently, thinks differently, and reality eventually has no choice but to reflect that internal state outward. This is why some people seem magnetic without trying. They are no longer emotionally waiting for permission from the outer world. They already became the version internally first. Most people misunderstand manifestation because they think it is about forcing reality to obey them. But the deeper truth is this: reality obeys the identity you unconsciously accept as true. If you internally identify with struggle, reality continues feeding you experiences that match struggle. If you identify with rejection, reality keeps reflecting rejection. If you identify with power, certainty, love, abundance, or purpose, reality slowly begins aligning with that frequency, not because the universe is rewarding you, but because consciousness naturally expresses itself through resonance. Your inner world is not separate from reality. It is the blueprint reality is constantly reading from, and this is why time itself becomes irrelevant, because transformation does not happen when the calendar changes. Transformation happens the moment identity changes. Some people wait 10 years for a new life while remaining the exact same internally. Others transform within months because they fully detached from the old version of themselves. The external world simply caught up afterward. So stop asking how long it will take. Stop worshipping time. Time has never been the true creator of reality. Identity is. The moment you fully become the version of yourself who already belongs to the reality you desire, existence begins losing the ability to deny it to you, because reality eventually mirrors what consciousness refuses to stop being.